Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another presentation courtesy of Armstrong Cable and Telephone here in Hamlin, West Virginia. It is time, Brian, it's summertime. It's July the 4th, and Lincoln County is 150 years old this year. It is our sesquicentennial celebration here in the county, and what a better way to kick off that celebration, Brian, than with our annual 4th of July parade.
Every year, this is the biggest celebration, I think, in the county. I mean, everybody comes out. As you can see, the streets are lined, even though it's a rain soak, which is typical for the 4th, but the crowd has showed up in full force at this year's parade.
Yeah, the streets are lined here in downtown Hamlin, and the parade is just coming into view. And give a shout out to our cameraman Doug, who is manning the tech force this morning, does a wonderful job. As our veterans from American Legion Post 111, along with Uncle Sam, are coming into your view. And that is the official kickoff to our grand parade here in Hamlin, Brian.
Absolutely, it's something that we enjoy doing for the community every year. You know, there's some shut-ins that don't get to get out and see this, and people, we call them the expatriates, I guess, that have moved away.
Right.
And it's something we like to do because I know a lot of people do miss this 4th of July that they can't get to see it. So we like to say, you know what? Let's allow these people that can't get out to enjoy this to at least be able to see the parade.
Absolutely, Brian. We've been doing this for several years, and every year we've picked up more traffic. Thanks to social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, we're on there, and we're bringing it to you live right now, and then it'll be on tape delay later on in the week, and you'll be able to watch it several times over. And Brian, what the folks may want to do if they are customers is record this.
Absolutely, if you have our EXP product, easy to record. Find the channel 4100, snap a little, click one button.
Right.
You've got it recorded and saved forever. Real quick, I just want to mention, since I've seen the American Legion Post come in, if you haven't heard, if the folks haven't heard, Armstrong launched a program called Healing Heroes.
Right.
You can go to facebook.com, Armstrong Facebook, or you can go to armstrongoneword.com.
Okay.
And you'll find this Healing Heroes program. What we've decided to do, we've partnered with an organization out of Florida, and we're going to actually purchase dogs. For veterans that suffer from either from physical ailments or PTSD.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful program, folks. I know you've probably seen it. You can stop by our office, and we've got some little dogs that we sell for $10. So stop by if you just make a donation, because we want to remember our vets not just when they return home.
Right, absolutely.
Try to take care of them.
And for anyone who is listening to our broadcast and watching the broadcast as we speak, Brian and I want to personally thank each and every one of you for your service, no matter what that service may have been. Without you, Brian, we probably wouldn't be celebrating 150 years here in Lincoln County.
Absolutely right. I know this is it's a celebration of our country and the freedoms we possess. And,
go ahead, you can say it.
Yeah.
You can say it. Sesquicentennial.
Sesquicentennial. But it's the men and women in uniform that makes this parade, gives us the freedom to do something like this. It's wonderful, and we thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Absolutely. And there's Uncle Sam coming into view with the veterans, as we just aforementioned, from American Legion Post 111. And the parade is officially underway here in Hamlin.
I see the float in behind. You can see, and I love the fact that everybody definitely decorates everything to the nines in the old red, white, and blue. Uncle Sam giving us a little wave here. I hate to say this, but we've had Uncle Sam for every year in the parade I've ever remembered.
Right, yeah, me also. I'll tell you what, Brian, it's not the 4th of July parade. Sure, there are bigger parades. There's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. There's the St. Patrick's Day parade in Chicago. And then I think coming in a very close third is the grand parade here in Hamlin.
I think the second oldest parade in West Virginia.
Yes,
sir. Continuing running parade in West Virginia.
So the American Legion Post 111 float coming through, tossing out candy to the big kids and the little kids.
Absolutely. My little girls have their bags ready for the candy coming out today.
Halloween came early.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No costume required here on the 4th of July, folks. And there's the mayor of the good town of Hamlin. There's Mr. David Flimsy Adkins.
And, I got to give him and actually his entire staff. You got to say a shout out to Trina Barrett and to
yes, sir.
Eddie Thacker and Teresa Plumley for all the work they did to put into this 4th of July. They've got some events, as always, going at the ball field and do what they can to bring this enjoyment to all the people in Lincoln County.
And the beauty of their work, Brian, because next week when they probably meet again, they're going to start planning for next year's 4th of July parade.
Absolutely. and they've done a magnificent job as we see some of these old classic
Here
cars come
comes
through
one of
now.
my favorite parts of the parade, the classic antique cars. I
you
really
gotta love the
enjoy
old
this
truck.
part.
You love the old trucks, don't you?
I do. I love an old truck. I can't help it. I'm a country boy at heart, but I do enjoy the old trucks. I do like those old 80s model Mustangs right there.
Now you're making me feel old that these are now classic cars. Really? Come on. I mean, I remember when that car was new.
Well, that's the beauty of this broadcast, folks. In case you're wondering, Brian will always be 1 year older than myself. He did graduate in '89, while I graduated as a young chicken in 1990. So
I stopped at 27.
So I've got that going for
I stopped
me.
at 27.
You stopped at 27,
Yeah,
okay. But folks, just sit back and enjoy the classic cars as our man Doug brings them into view for you.
You know, and I was giving a shout out to all the people that worked so hard for this, and
Right.
you got to realize with the state budget cuts that everyone has. So
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So some of the funding for this actually got cut back.
Sure.
So it went on a lot more onto the people and some of the local businesses that stepped up
Right.
to pull this off. So it got a little tougher for them, but again, they still pull off a magnificent event.
Oh, it's wonderful. And it's funny how things like this, you know, it's been established for years and years and years, Brian. I mean, we are in our late 30s, and we were a part of the parade when we were kids. And now that we get to broadcast, I know your kids enjoy the parade. They've been in the parade. And it's funny how every year it just seems to get a little better.
Better.
Just a little better. And everybody comes out for this.
Oh, absolutely. They love the parade. It amazes me when I hear people, when I mention this to other people in other communities, and they're like, what? They don't have parades. We had some relatives that came in from South Carolina.
Right.
And they have events, but there's no parade. This is the first time their children will ever see really a parade. And they're coming from South Carolina, which, you know, we have a lot of people. It looks like the next vehicle with the, this is interesting.
I'll tell you what. It harkens me back to our childhood days, Brian. Do you remember the TV show The Munsters?
Yes.
That is a coffin car, which is very reminiscent of the car they drove on the TV show. I'll tell you what, I kind of dig it.
That is an interesting ride. The Undertaker, I guess you could say.
The Undertaker, absolutely, yeah. This is great. So we have several classic cars coming through. Again, one of our more prominent parts of the parade are the classic cars. Brian, I'll tell you what, for being in Lincoln County, which is, it's considered a rural county in West Virginia, we have so many antique car collectors and enthusiasts that really this is their one day to shine, as opposed to maybe a cruise in here or there sprinkled, throughout the year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone goes to these. You see these car shows, which are monstrous, which are very wonderful and nice, but you almost have to want to go to the car show. This one's where they get to show off to people who are not maybe so much into the classic cars.
Right.
They love them, but wouldn't go to the car show. And this is their time to show it off a little bit. All the hard work they put into those.
Absolutely. Again, folks, we're broadcasting here on Armstrong. The Hamlin 4th of July Grand Parade brought to you by Armstrong. Channels 4 and 100 for your viewing pleasures. All next week, starting tomorrow, which will be July the 5th, at 1 p.m. and 11 p.m. And again, check your Armstrong guide for those channels and times, and watch it over and over.
Looks like we have our House of Delegates member Carol Miller. Nice to see that she comes out and supports the parade.
Yes, she is a mainstay. She's always here at our parade. We do enjoy
Absolutely.
Miss Miller when she does come.
I absolutely appreciate her coming out.
More antique cars coming into view.
Now that's the way I like the Roadster.
The Roadsters are fantastic.
And everybody needs a Corvette.
Brian, it's almost time for my second favorite part of the parade. Of course, after the antique cars come through, what could be more special in the Hamlin 4th of July parade than kids on bicycles and motor-powered vehicles?
The Madhouse. The Madhouse, as we've called it. I've been a part of this Madhouse. It's great for the kids to come through. I told them I get to see actually It's really fun. It's almost like a reunion. You see people
It is
that
a
you haven't
reunion,
seen.
yes.
You see them once a year, and this is where you see them at.
Yeah, go slow, speed up. Don't get it in close to that car.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have your helmet? Where's your helmet?
I'm looking out here and seeing some of the crowd. Matter of fact, I see Eddie Austin,
Yes.
owner of Austin Woodworks. You get a chance to check him out. Does a fantastic job.
Yes, he does.
businessman.
Yes,
Sells
he
his
does.
stuff all over the country.
And usually by this part of the parade, these kids started about, I'd say around half a mile ago, Brian. And the parents look a little beleaguered. Kids are going strong.
The kids are really wild. This is a blast. I do feel sorry for the kids. Fantastic event. And all the little four-wheelers and Jeeps all decorated up with the American flag.
That's right. It's the 2017 Hamlin 4th of July Grand Parade, brought to you by Armstrong.
Local celebrity Josh Duncan looks pleased under his umbrella to be walking over here. Josh has done numerous broadcasts with us. He's helped do some
Yes, he has.
broadcasts of the ball games. Really appreciate
There's
his
another
help.
one of our fellow guys. There's Matt Thompson with the wagon. Now, I do believe the golf carts are more my speed, Brian. I know they're your speed.
Absolutely. And my goodness, what people have done to these. As you see, this, believe it or not, is a golf cart coming behind them, believe it or
Right.
not, with the stretched out big tires. It's fantastic.
And next, right behind the golf carts, we have the Lincoln County High School Panther cheerleading squad with their happy birthday celebration sign for Lincoln
150
County.
years.
Brian, I hear the music. That can only be one thing. The award-winning pride of all of Lincoln County. That's the Lincoln County High School Marching Panther Band.
Yes, under the direction of Kimberly and David Cook. Returning field commander Nathan Hunting. The featured twirlers Catherine Blankenship. They're 10 color guard members. They've done, realize the school's only 11 years old.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they've brought home numerous awards each year during the band season. The number, you realize the number has increased from the 20s to the 60s. So they're actually, Kimberly and David are doing a fantastic job of growing this band. Yes, the Marching Panthers will be in competition practice in July. They'll attend band camp August 5th through the 9th and continue
Right.
practice each evening at school until the season ends early November. They put a lot of effort into this.
Right. Yeah, they will attend anywhere from 6 to 10 marching competitions during the fall.
And you can see they're all wearing their celebrate 150-year-old birthday in Lincoln County. If you want to purchase one of these T-shirts, call LCHS, ask for the band room, or contact a band member. And again, you purchase one of these T-shirts, and it goes to funding all these competitions.
Right.
It takes a lot of money, trust me, to run a program like this.
Right.
And the more support these kids get, the more they feel supported, the more they want to come out and do it.
That's right. And the beauty of it, too, is, Brian, is being employed at Lincoln County High School. Myself, I get to work with Miss Cook every day, and she wanted us to make sure to tell everybody that the T-shirts celebrating Lincoln County's sesquicentennial will be on sale all year long. So just contact her or any of the band members if you want to catch one of those
Yeah,
T-shirts.
absolutely.
For
Help
yourself.
support them and all the work that they do.
Right.
I mean, like you said, they start in August, go to November, just
Yes,
like
sir.
football. They're practicing year-round, and they do a fabulous job. And the band has grown, and they do sound good. As you can see, this is just their
That is just
hauler.
the equipment truck.
Just the equipment truck. Look how
That is
monstrous
for
that thing
uniforms
is.
and instruments alone.
I see local paperman Sean O'Donohue with his Girl
There
Scout
is the
troop.
managing editor of the Lincoln Journal, Mr. Sean O'Donohue, carrying the Hamlin Girl Scout troop 3236.
And his wife, I can see carrying them out. She works for the Lincoln EDA, does a fantastic job trying to grow the business in this county.
And Brian, just like Lincoln County, the Lincoln Journal's been around almost as long.
Absolutely. I think since the inception. Looks like we got a little advertising for Spencer's Taxidermy. I love the float.
I love the float. The float
I
is
know it's a little advertising, but that looks fantastic.
I do enjoy that. That's fantastic.
And really showcases a lot of what, one of Lincoln County's biggest
Right.
things is hunting.
Yes, and as far as I know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Mr. Spencer is the only taxidermist in the county.
The only really one I think I know of for years. Does a fantastic job, all the work he's done. We've had a couple of things mounted, had him do for us, and it's fantastic.
We just saw Lincoln County, baby Miss Lincoln County, coming through.
And now we have Tiny Miss Lincoln County, little Harper, 2017. Look at her waving the flag.
Yes, absolutely. Showing her patriotism. Gotta love it.
Absolutely. Looks
coming
like
right behind her, Miss Liberty Supreme for 2017.
You look at these little kids and you can't help but smile.
Oh, I love it.
You look at me, you just got to have to smile. And there's little Mr. LC, Cannon.
Cannon enjoying himself here on the 4th of July, looks like.
Looks like he's ready to run. He is ready to run. Posing for the camera as he was.
I do like the little banner that just went through. Reading is our superpower.
Absolutely.
And hey, folks, you know, being an educator without reading.
Looks like we have a little superheroes coming into play here.
We do have some superhero floats coming in, which goes right along with the banner. Reading is their superpower.
Hey, girls.
Looks like we have Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman on the float.
Come on, Superman. Give us the pose, Superman. And they have Wonder Dog on there with them.
They have Wonder Dog on there also.
What a nice float.
Wonderful.
And this is Miss Flame Grand Supreme, Malaya.
And right behind, we have Harley Saul. She is Little Miss Flame, giving everybody a nice wave there.
Hers high atop there, throwing out the candy. That definitely makes her popular.
Absolutely.
One of the mainstays coming up here next, as the Lincoln Laser. If you folks have known, they've been around for seems like forever now.
Yes.
Doing a fantastic job. These girls, I think they just got back, finished second in the tournament last weekend, matter of fact.
Fantastic.
Doing a great job. You can see they're not bashful.
No, they are not bashful. They enjoy this. And we we'd like to give a shout out to our Lincoln Lasers.
Yep.
Because I do believe they've moved up in an age group, Brian.
They absolutely did.
And they're still holding their own very nicely.
Coach Cynthia and Coach Jared do a fantastic job with them. They put in a lot of effort. Saw them practicing last night, as a matter of fact.
And here comes a float. I believe it's titled the Go-Getters. And that is from the West Hamlin United Methodist Church, another mainstay.
Absolutely.
They always join us for our parade.
And I like it, the Go-Getters. That's actually part of the 4-H program. I can tell you they're doing a fantastic job. What we used to call the hole with the ball field over in West Hamlin. They're doing a fantastic job fixing up, trying to put a walk track in, do some different programs with them actual gardening to help educate these kids a little bit. Here's Miss Flame Beauty Supreme.
Yeah, that's Miss Tegan Smith. I know Miss Tegan. She's a student at LCHS. And right behind her are the Lincoln County Bells.
I'll run on coffee and sarcasm. Nice shirt.
Alexis Grace Vaughn right behind them. 2017 Miss Liberty Mini Grand Supreme.
We got Youth Works, the group that comes in.
We got the Youth Works
singing our famous song. Youth Works comes in every year, does a fantastic job.
They come from different states to do community work while they're here. And I do like the song choice.
I love the song choice. As I said, we have to salute that song almost. It's like put your hand over your heart when you hear that song.
That's right.
Seeing two of Lincoln County's finest just stop by the booth here. That would be Hibbley Johnson, his son Chris.
Absolutely. And there's
Paul
Paul E.
House of
Davis.
Representatives, 3rd District.
From the 3rd District.
Appreciate Paul coming out.
Excuse me. And there is the reigning Miss Lincoln County, Miss Elizabeth Young. She is also a member of the award-winning LCHS Panther Band. She is one of the drill team members.
She's got the beauty queen wave down, as you can see.
And right behind her is Caitlin Tabor, Miss Flame for 2017. She's also Miss Congeniality and the Prettiest Eyes winner. So congratulations to Caitlin.
Now we have we call it mini majorettes, I guess you could say that, for the local youth football program, the majorettes. These kids, you can see they've got a huge turnout.
That's right. And they do every year. And these girls work just as hard. Age does not matter.
It does not. They do a fantastic job, the coaches do it, of making it fun. Absolutely making it fun for these girls. They have a lot of blast in them, but they do. They put a lot of work in
They sure do. Can't wait to see them with the upcoming season. Brian, we are like 6 weeks away.
Yeah, for the greatest time of year.
From the greatest time of the year, that's right.
Football season.
And I think whoever came up with the term the dog days of summer may have been an old ball coach.
Yeah,
because that's the lull.
The lull. The dog days is like, really? There's nothing going on.
And right behind them pulling the float is Flowers Home Improvement.
Love to see when people take the effort to put a float in. And that is
Miss Nellie,
the Lincoln Unity Queen. I love it.
Everybody out celebrating here on the 4th of July. It's the Hamlin, West Virginia Grand Parade. Brought to you again by Armstrong Channels 4 and Channels 100 on your Armstrong cable box. Watch it early and often. Tell all your friends.
Absolutely, folks. You get a chance, stop by and see what we got new to offer with the new EXP product, increasing internet speeds. Like I said, we've partnered with Netflix now. So, and our TiVo product, we actually have a part of TiVo and Netflix. Our EXP product, we actually have all kinds of options for you. There's Daryl Baker, the county clerk.
Our county clerk, Daryl Baker, making another appearance. And Zach Maynard, our House of Delegates representative from District 22.
We're bringing out all of them this year, it seems like.
We do appreciate it when they do come.
It's
always nice to see these folks.
Love the support. Love the support they show out and show to the community that said, hey, you know what? We're here. We're here for you. We're trying to listen to you and do what we can to help make this a better place.
And here come the Hamlin Bobcats middle school football players getting ready for their upcoming season.
Absolutely. It is the season.
Gearing up and ready to go.
Nolan Shemp waving the flag proudly. The camouflage lawnmower. That is not.
Just in case you needed to.
Lawnmower / hunting vehicle.
Right, yes. That is an all-purpose vehicle.
Off-road vehicle is such a big part of this area. We're close to the Hatfield-McCoy trails.
Mm-hmm.
So, huge economic boom to this state.
And we still have more parade coming down Main Street.
I am so glad to see the turnout this year. And like I said, the rain
perfectly stops. Discourages no one.
And it stops, it seems like, every year during the parade.
It does. You're
it's
right.
Like, God just comes down and goes, you know what? I know it's going to rain. I got to have some rain, but I'm going to stop it and let you enjoy this celebration.
And we do appreciate that. Again, I'm Ryan Prichard alongside with Brian Vance for another edition of the Hamlin 4th of July Parade, brought to you by Armstrong.
There's Skylar Adkins, the Supreme Queen. And let me say, not only is she a beauty queen, she also played for a softball team, and she's one heck of a softball player. Hey, listen, they can be beauty queens and softball players at the same time.
Sure they can, absolutely. We wear many hats here in Lincoln County. We sure do.
Here's the softball Savages coming in.
A travel team.
See what kind of arms they got. trying to get us one here to us. I know a lot of those girls has played for me as well.
Brian, I think next year we should erect a target.
Who are you going to call?
You're going to call Ghostbusters for all of your paranormal needs and investigations and eliminations.
What a nice ride.
That is outstanding.
And now we've got the Lincoln County
coming into view.
Youth football. Trying to get this youth football program really rolling.
Right.
These people put a lot of work, a lot of boosters coming into there.
And they will be at the at Lions Club Field today, Brian, all day taking sign-ups for the upcoming season, and also after today they'll still be taking sign-ups.
Hey, if you get a chance to come out and watch them, a lot of fun. Here's the Branch and Lumber T-ball and baseball. See Heath, Jeremy Brunny.
Yep.
On the back, doing a lot for the baseball program.
And here comes a truck full of Hamlin Panther cheerleaders.
Again, if you get a chance to go out and watch these little kids play ball and these cheerleaders and all, they do put a lot of work into it, but it is a blast.
It is hysterical. I do enjoy it.
The trike. There's Tom's Building Supply.
Mr. Tom Miller making another appearance in our grand 4th of July parade.
Again, been in the community for maybe 150 years. Another, the Duval Vipers out of the first year. This is the first year we had a Lincoln County Babe Ruth League this year.
Right.
Sponsored by Babe Ruth. A lot of success for the first year. Hope to continue to get it to grow. Duval Vipers are part of it. We're trying to bring baseball back to Lincoln County.
And according to their banner there, the Vipers are 9-0, or it could be 9-year-old team. Not real sure.
I think they were actually 9-0. Really good team this year. Again, just trying to do. Here's somebody. It's Salt Rock actually coming in.
And here are the Salt Rock All-Stars. Now, Brian, I want to shed a little light on this. They're heading to the state tournament at the end of this week. They're going all the way to Hedgesville in our Eastern Panhandle for a shot at the Little League World Tournament. And I know that the Salt Rock team is comprised of a lot of gals from the West Hamlin and Guyan River area.
Absolutely. And get involved with a lot of these programs. You see it. All these programs are just trying to funnel in to our high school to keep these programs going. Again, it all starts at this youth level, and these kids do a fantastic job. But you see the fruits of their labor, as in a few years ago when they brought home that state championship.
Hey, 2014 was not that long ago when our Lady Panthers won their second state championship in softball.
Another float coming in. How true this is as the world needs Jesus. Nothing true can be said. I know there's a lot of turbulent times going on in the world, across the world right now.
Right.
But, a day like today lets you forget all those troubles and shows you all the good. Because there's still a lot of good in this world.
And it's pushed to the forefront today, Brian, especially with something like this.
Absolutely.
With our 4th of July parade.
Yep, this float here was the Hamlin United Methodist Church. As you can see right there, you probably see in the background from this, it's located right here in town.
And there's all the folks giving us a nice wave with a little verse of scripture there along the side. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. That's from Psalm chapter 33, verse 12.
do a fantastic job on that float.
There is one of our Tri-River Transit community buses, Brian. They've been around for quite a while and really help out a lot of folks here in the county.
And people don't realize they were so successful, they actually took over the Wayne side of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the Lincoln County side, it was so successful that we actually took over the Wayne to try to, bring something else to that community.
Fantastic.
And get ready. It's the part of the parade.
This may be my favorite part, honestly. This may be my favorite part.
As
Ladies
you know,
and gentlemen,
these guys start cranking it up.
It's our first responders, and we want to thank them for their service too. So while all of the sirens and horns are blaring, we're going to sit back and let you enjoy.
Because you probably won't be able to hear us talking here in a little bit when they crank up, but these guys here, you got to realize all these are volunteer.
Yes,
we don't
it's
have
all volunteer.
We do not have a paid fire department anywhere in the county, and these guys do a fantastic job. I know at Armstrong sometimes car hits a pole. Mm-hmm. They're out there with us trying to help flag traffic. They do a fantastic job, and we appreciate them. We appreciate them so much for all they do in this community.
We do.
You see the Hamlin engine coming through. A couple of them.
Engine number 453 and rescue 481.
This year we actually assisted the fire department. People don't know they had a program came through where they put smoke detectors in people's houses for free.
Oh, fantastic.
We had some employees actually go out and volunteer, and if you wanted one, we would show up, put them in for free. It was a fantastic job.
It's a wonderful, wonderful program.
See the Guyan River Volunteer Fire and Rescue coming through. Watching the kids pumping those hands. It is amazing to me what these guys do and how well they keep these machines on such a limited budget.
Oh, I know. It's amazing. I'll never forget one of my very good friends who happens to be the fire chief here at Hamlin, Little Bob Stickler, always had this saying, when there's a fire, we run out, they run in.
Absolutely.
It takes a really special person to be able to do that.
Yeah, you hope you never do have to call them.
Right.
But it's always nice to know that they're there.
Absolutely. Duval District also making the parade, engine number 256.
West Hamlin cranking it up for the kids. Cranking it up.
So again, our first responders are rolling on through. Great to see them here in our Hamlin 4th of July parade.
They got their speakers blaring on the outside, playing a little music for the kids to dance to. And then a Lincoln County, West Virginia tradition.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you've come from this area, you like a big truck.
You do like a big truck. And we've always had several in the parade, and they're coming into your view right now, folks.
And these are massive big trucks. Good night. Look at the paint job on some of these.
I'm telling you.
I'm just wondering how much a tire costs for one of them trucks.
I would honestly hate to venture a guess.
A labor of love. It has to be a labor of love.
I'm sure it is.
and looks like to close out the parade. And what do you have to have closing the parade?
Well, usually at the end of the parade, here in Lincoln County, we have the horse riders.
And we all know why they're the last. Sometimes the horses just take, nature takes its course.
Mother Nature always seems to
So we
drop
try to-
in unexpectedly.
So we try to avoid walking through that if we can possibly
Right.
do that. It's some beautiful animals, though. Beautiful animals.
So with that being said, this will conclude our broadcast of the Hamlin 4th of July Grand Parade, brought to you again by Armstrong and the Armstrong family of networks. Brian, anything you'd like to add
Again,
about our sesquicentennial 150-year celebration
What a wonderful
here
parade
in
it
Lincoln
was.
County?
What a wonderful parade. I love the fact that the turnout, the rain didn't deter anyone.
No, not at all.
You know, I know that you and I are getting ready to run to the other festivities, which
Right.
is, what is the biggest event of the thing?
Oh, well, we'll be heading to the Lions Club field here momentarily, folks, for the annual Hamlin Egg Toss.
A tradition. I mean,
Yeah.
it's massive. And if you've never been to this, folks, you need to come out next year to check this out. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
People really enjoy it. You see a lot of friends, family members.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have people coming from all over the country. Just seeing Coach Plummy there, I had to throw in that go herd. You know,
Absolutely.
as a Mountaineer fan, he has to jab me a little bit.
Well, yeah,
Yes, I had to thank, we talked about the veterans, and we have one here that's actually, look at this. He's on TV right now. This is one of our
good friends.
one of our really good friends, Mr. Ashworth.
Yes.
So is in Korea right now. He's in South Korea. He can look us up on Facebook because you know what? He's in South Korea serving our country,
That's right.
trying to do what he can to allow this parade to go on. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much for this. And he can get to check out the parade on Facebook now.
Absolutely. And Lucas, I just want to say, I hope you don't come in second place again this year in our fantasy football league. Just saying.
I'm in charge.
Again, thanks again, Lucas.
So with that being said, Brian, it's time for us to scoot down to the Lions Club field. We have a little more business to attend to.
Absolutely.
So on behalf of Armstrong and our family of networks, I'm Ryan Prichard. Alongside Brian Vance, we want to thank you again for watching our rebroadcast of the Hamlin, West Virginia 4th of July Grand Parade. And we'll see you all right here again next year on Armstrong.